Welcome back, everybody, to the Oklahoma State Cowboys Dynasty. We're with Week 2, where after a severely lacking Week 1 game against North Texas, they are going up against a divisional and conference opponent in the University of Louisville. We'll have to see what they're going to pull out here. Louisville's first game is this week. It's a very important game for both teams. Oklahoma State looking to bounce back. Louisville looking to start their season off with a major win. It's going to be at Oklahoma State Stadium here in Stillwater. We're going to get it kicked off with a start of Big 12 conference play this week between Oklahoma State and Louisville. Oklahoma State is receiving first, gets a good bit of momentum. 25-yard return by Brennan Presley. Now, Oklahoma State, obviously the big news for them is that this year they have Dave Davidson, who was unceremoniously fired by the NFL nearly 10 years ago after it was revealed, after a Super Bowl winning season for the Dallas Cowboys, after it was revealed that he had been paying other teams under the table to take losses, play worse, and thankfully the Cowboys did not lose their Super Bowl trophy that year because the Oakland Raiders were not one of the teams that were paid off. They were just that bad in that Super Bowl matchup, which has to suck for Raiders fans. Cowboys fans got to be happy about that, at least that they can still say they won a Super Bowl even if it wasn't under the best of means. Dave Davidson hasn't been seen in the football world since that season 10 years ago, but OSU, looking to turn things around, just picked him up as their new offensive coordinator this year. So far last week, we're not sure whether it was his coaching style or the team just wasn't gelling well together. You know how it is. Every time you get a new coach, these boys look up to their coaches. These boys and their coaches are families. Maybe they just didn't gel well last week. We'll have to see what happens this week. Oklahoma State so far doing pretty well, getting it down the field. Have to see how it keeps going though. Stumbled. Minkins gets the interception from Bowman. Bowman is the one to... No, Bowman wasn't the one to tackle him. What a horrible start to the drive. Just as I said they were doing good, what do you know? The commentator curse kicks in again. Oklahoma State throws their second interception of the year. Defense is going to have to take the field. Let's hope that they can manage to hold it on. It is now 1st and goal after a successful first down conversion by Louisville. Let's see if they can knock it in. Oklahoma State's defense holds it real good for the first couple quarters, but then, they always fall off. See if the same thing holds true here. Oh, he was faked out. 6-yard rush by Jordan. Real impressive. That makes it 2nd and goal, but only inches to go. If Oklahoma State is managing to hold on here, it'll be a defiant stand in these last couple inches. Louisville running it in again. He's wide open, still gets stopped. Jordan couldn't make it anywhere. Corey Black credited with that stop there. Impressive stop. 3rd and goal. Can they do it again? That's what we all want to know. The defense seems like it's going to make or break Oklahoma State's season. The offense so far not doing well. Of course, that other interception, he's going in, and touchdown, Maurice Turner. Louisville's up on the board first. Going to be 7-0. Oklahoma State is back on the field. Let's see if their offense can actually get something going here. Lord knows we want them to. Edenfield almost had it, couldn't hold on to it. Passing game wasn't the Dallas Cowboys' strong suit. Clearly, it's not going to be the Oklahoma State Cowboys' strong suit either 10 years later. See what they do here. Pretty empty backfield for Louisville. Gordon takes it. Manages to get a 5-yard rush. Quite impressive. And we're back with a no-huddle offense again. One of Davidson's staples. You know that other teams in the league are going to have to come prepared for this. Collins manages to catch it, get across the first line. And it's going to move those chains, which we all love to see. Oklahoma State back on the field to start the second quarter. A little bunched up here. Doing an audible. What are they doing over here? They saw something they didn't like. Gets it across to Presley, who gets absolutely rocked. Brennan Presley, we're hoping he can get back up from that. And he can. A miracle that he could. 2nd and 1. I think we're all just impressed that he stood up from that. As Gordon got some space. 16-yard rush by Ollie Gordon. This is the kind of offense that these Stillwater fans came to see, and you can hear them. They're already piping up. They love to see a team do good, and after Oklahoma State's years in service, you gotta imagine that a team doing great, Bruce breaks it away. Almost. Couldn't get there. Gotta imagine any sort of momentum from their team. They're gonna love it. After all, you know what they say in Oklahoma. You can be a fan of OU no matter where you've been. But to be a fan of OSU, you had to have been there, because otherwise, I don't know why you'd be such a masochist to follow them. Gordon getting away, stiff arm, managed to fight for a good few more yards, 2nd and 1. See if they can do anything with it here. Looks like Louisville's preparing. See what they're going to get. Over to Cassidy, couldn't hold on to it. Still going no huddle here. They must see something that I don't. I'm not sure what they're looking for here. They're lined up. They're ready to go with it. Gordon is able to get it. Can he get to the end zone? No, he's stopped with just centimeters to spare. But Ollie Gordon proving to be the glue that this offense really need. What are we going to pull here? Got Cassidy in motion. Collins takes it in. Elijah Collins, 1 yard touchdown run. Looks like that's going to put us back at even 7-7. Total yards today, OSU has got more of them. But when you give an interception that close to the goal line, I guess it doesn't really matter how many yards you get. Defense once again stopped. Louisville, OSU is probably looking to get down towards their side to get a field goal, hopefully go up a little higher. That means any touchdowns they score past that would put them even further away, but we know how the Cowboys can be. They've definitely gelled a lot better this first game than they did in their first game. Apologies. Definitely gelling a lot better here in the second game than they were in their first game, which is good. Perhaps that's because it's Louisville's first game of the season and their second. You cannot deny that the longer you play together, the better you're going to do. Coming out, it's a draw to Gordon, gets it across. 13 seconds left. And no huddle again. These guys really want to go for it. Going out. He sees a man. Griffin intercepts him. Whatever man he saw, Griffin just has that jump power. He got up there, would have cleared him across many other defenders, but not against him. So instead of taking their field goal to wind out the quarter, went ahead and threw another interception. Louisville will now be the ones winding up this quarter. Let's see what they can make of it. Taking a run. Looks like they're just as eager to let this quarter run down. Not going to take any chances of their own. That's going to bring us to halftime, 7-7. Oklahoma State's got to get some momentum going here. They were gelling really well. They were starting to find a rhythm. Let's see if they can find it in the second half. Halfway through the third quarter, we rejoin you. A long drive by Louisville brought down most of the clock. Oklahoma State defense was able to stop them. Gordon a little slow in the start up there. But yeah, the Oklahoma State offense now has the field once more. Still going with that hurry-up offense. These are dogs, and they want it badly, and they are chomping at the teeth. Not waiting for anything, not waiting for water breaks, not waiting for nothing. Couldn't get a pass off, though. Jalen Alderman saw that one coming a mile away, especially as he realized that everybody else was wrapped up. Adjustments in their wide receiver core. Oklahoma State going for it again. Another third down conversion. Very impressive, but when you keep getting down to third down, It's got to be a little concerning that you can't make it work every time. Some teams it works for, Oklahoma State definitely not going to be one of those teams. He's got a man open. Intercepted again, underthrew him. Not what you wanted to see. Bowman tripping in the backfield there. Another interception. He can't believe it. Just way underthrew it. No way he was going to get past this big man. Throws off the receiver, gets tackled. But that's going to bring it up for another Louisville drive. It is now the fourth quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter. Louisville has it in Oklahoma's side of the field. Real close here. Gets stopped up, but it was a fake. He was faked out. Jack Plummer with a 2-yard rush, 4th and 8. They're lucky they were able to stop that, but it does, however, mean Louisville's going to go up if they can make this kick from the far side of the field. Kicking it up, and it's good, 10-7. Oklahoma State now has to score a touchdown on this next drive. You know, we were talking about this offense was gelling really well. They were doing really good on that first half. Now all of that seems to have faded away. Just going to take his check down with Collins there. Wise decision at least got him 8 yards. No huddle offense going again. Not waiting for nothing. They're going up at it again. 2nd and 2. Gordon's got some space in the middle. Good little bit of rush. It's at 84 yards on the day. Again, going then no huddle. Like I said, we're going to see this a lot this season. And so far, when they pull it on Louisville, it pays off so long as they don't make any mistakes. But for OSU so far, that seems to have been the big difference maker, is not making any mistakes. Had to get it out. Bruce catches it, manages to hold on. They're able to convert again. 11-yard reception. They're winding down the clock. Yet another. No huddle. This offense must have been on the treadmills all week to keep pulling stuff like this off. Bowman can't go anywhere though. Nearly made it for 3 yards. Gotta imagine they're mixing up plays here, making Louisville think, making Louisville's defenders tired. You know, when they're tired, they make mistakes. Bruce, however, also made a mistake. Couldn't keep his hands together around that ball. They've got to get something going here, or it's going to get real ugly real quick. And it'll present Oklahoma's first loss of the season if they cannot convert here. Bruce manages to catch it, and he holds on this time. Impressive. You can see the guys bigging each other up over there. We're all just as proud that they were able to convert that. It's definitely not something you always expect. Shifting on the line. Calling another audible. Don't know if they're just wasting time or what. Got a man in motion. Bowman tried to get something going, but couldn't. Looks like they were trying to really fake out the defense there, but couldn't pull it off. No, another interception. He wanted to get it away. Bowman had to get it out of there. Threw an interception instead. Another turnover on the day. That's his 4th interception. That is just embarrassing. Sometimes you might as well just take the grounding call at that point instead of taking yet another one of those interceptions. 2nd and 1. If they are able to clear this, Louisville will take the win here. Looks like they're taking the kneel anyways. And that's going to be it for the season opener with Louisville and Oklahoma State. It's just sad to see it. Louisville takes their first win, begins their season off on a high. Oklahoma State gets nothing. MJ Griffin with 2 of those interceptions. You know he's got to be proud because of that. Oklahoma State's really going to have to shape up. We've been talking about this all week. Oklahoma State was not prepared yet. It's going to take a while for this offense to get going. And clearly it's going to take a little longer for them to gel together. Dave Davidson has got to find something better. If he can't pay teams to take the fall for him, he's going to have to actually learn how to become an offensive coordinator. A real football coach, if you will. It's a controversial decision, but they're still sticking with Davidson. Let's see how it pays off for the rest of the season, and let's see how it pays off next week. That's going to do it today for this episode of Oklahoma State Cowboys Dynasty. We'll see y'all in the next episode.